Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Taru and today it is time for the mid-year inventory checkup. So yeah, it's time to see how my collection is doing and this is just to keep me accountable because if you did not know, I am doing a low buy this year, so basically everything should go down or like at least not go up. But down would be nice. Yeah, and I pretty much have hold my no buy. If you watched my latest update, I've just bought things to replace things, but yeah, there is still something that needs to be addressed before we go into the numbers because I started my no buy in December, but I placed an order for Odin's Eye in Black Friday and I got that order in January. So those products, I did not count them in my January inventory or the change of the year inventory because like I wasn't sure if the package was ever gonna reach me. I was hoping to, of course. But anyway, the products came in January, so they are now added in this inventory. So I've gotten more products, but they were bought before the no buy. But I will address the categories when we get to them. But yeah, just a bunch of numbers, so I hope you will enjoy. First up, primers. I had 3, I still have 3, I haven't used up any, I haven't bought any. The same. Foundation, I had 8, now I have 7, because I used up 1. That's still too much. I need to hopefully use up a few more. Couple, like 2 more would be nice to finish this year. We'll see. Powder, I had 6, now I have 5 because I finished 1, and 3 of those powders are like some or like mini sized, so hopefully I can knock a few more out, but it's fine. Concealer, the same 4, nothing changed. Color corrector, I should not even mention because there haven't been a color corrector for a while, but it's still in my list. Otherwise, it will mess things up. Bronzer, I had 9, I have 8 because I finished 1. Yay. Blush, the same 11. I'm hoping to finish 1 this year, but we will see. We will see. Highlighter, now this category. I had 19 in the beginning of the year. That does not make sense. Oh no, this was the one that I had wrong information. I have told you I had 11 in the beginning of the year, but it actually was 21. No, quick correction there. So I had 21 in the beginning of the year, and now I have a hair in my face. Then the Odin's Eye purchase came, and there were 4 more highlighters, 4 highlighter palette. So the number is now 24, but it's not 25 because I finished 1 from my Panda palette. So that went up by 3, but I actually bought them in November. But it is what it is. Then brows, I had 4, now I have 3 because I finished 1. Eye primers, I had 4, now I have 3 because I decluttered the Milani one that was burning my eyes. Eyeshadow palette, this was 34 in the beginning of the year and it's now 34, even though 2 Udens Eye palettes came into my collection on January. But I actually did some depotting and I finally got rid of what was left in my last year's palette, and then I decided to get rid of 1 more palette. So I depotted eyeshadows and put them in my magnetic palettes, and I have 2 magnetic palettes with eyeshadows and those count as 1 palette each. So I don't count them as single shadows even though they are depotted, but they are now just in a different if that makes any sense. And single eyeshadows, I have 6 and I have 4, and these are like individually packaged. like super shock shadow type thingies. And I repressed 2 of those in like magnetic pans, and they are now in my magnetic palettes, and they no longer count as single eyeshadows because they are in the palettes. But I do count all the eyeshadow pans individually also, so they are not like lost somewhere. But in these categories, they kind of are lost. But anyways, eyeliner, liquid thingies, same 3. Then pencil eyeliners, 3 and 3, but I used up one black one and replaced it with another one. So same number but different eyeliners. Then mascara, I had 4, now I have 2. I used up 2 minis. And lip liners, I had 6, now I have 5 because I decluttered one that was an awful color and I don't know why I bought it. Then lip crayons, so these type of long thingies. I had 15, now I have 14 because I again decluttered one bad color. And no lipsticks first. I had 12, now I have 10, and those are kind of declutters, but kind of a unsuccessful frankening trial. It didn't work out great, so yeah, basically declutters. Then liquid lipsticks, I had 14 and now I have 13 because I decluttered the metallic one that was in my unicorn project pan. I said that this is now it for that one. I counted as declutter because it was like only halfway used, so it didn't feel right to count it as an empty, even though I used quite a lot of it actually. But anyways, then lip gloss, I have 3, now I have 2 because I finally finished the one that I was in my pan of dinosaurs. That took a long time, but it's finally done. Then fixing sprays, I had 4 and now I have 3 because I thought I have almost finished one in the end of the year. Not quite, but now it's done. So yeah, then I just have like 3 pairs of lashes and 1 lash glue, and I pretty much have not used them. And nail polishes, I still have 18. But nail polishes and lashes are not counted in my total, which is coming next, but I just want to keep track of them too. So in total, in the beginning of the year, I had 178 items, and now I have 165. So we went down by 30, which is nice. No? Yes? Yes, apparently. If my Google Sheet is doing its job properly and updated the highlighter situation in here. Yes, it did. And then total eyeshadow pans. So every single individual pan of eyeshadow in a palette, depotted, single in its own compact, everything counted. In January, I had 481 pans of eyeshadow. I have 482. So it went up 1 because I got 2 palettes and basically 1.5 went out. So increased by only 1, which is nice because that should go up. And I finished the one that was like the one in my last year's palette that was in the Panning Punk project. I finished that, and then I was like, okay, now I can just rip the palette apart and keep what I want and toss the rest. So yeah, only 1 eyeshadow up. This is nice. I can bring it down. Actually, I'm pretty close to finishing the one skin tone shade. So, and now suddenly the sun went down and I'm pretty bright. Total lip products, I had 50, now I have 44, so I went down by 6, and those were declutters and unfortunate situations. So if we think about counting all the eyeshadows individually and then everything else. In January I had 619 items and now I have 609. So it went down by 10, which is nice. So yeah, we're going to the right direction, because if we look at the categories, only one went up, and that was the highlighter category, and that wasn't my fault. It was just slow delivery. So I'm happy with that. And 13 went down and 10 stayed the same. So in 13 categories there was progress to the right direction. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I have a lot of work to do because I really just now want to use things up and not buy anything. So that's the plan. Usually in these videos I also have the kind of like the usage part, because I am the one who weighs all of my products regularly when I do these updates, and then I count how many percents I have used up in certain like different categories compared to if the products were full. So yeah, I have not been too good at using my makeup this spring, so yeah, and then I also did some decluttering, and then the numbers were like, I can't deal with this now because I'm leaving tomorrow to Lapland for a field course, and I was like, my brain is not there. So unfortunately, and you are not getting the usage numbers, but they will be back in December, January time to compare the whole year. So that's anyway more exciting, and now I'm just like reached color. So that is everything. I will go and finish up packing, and yeah, when you see this, I'm enjoying myself in the nightless summer night. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.